Hey, so for me, the one thing I talk about on the pipes all the time, I talk about it at every school we have or anybody that comes over and ropes with me, is I talk about roping it the way I want to rope it. And for me, to get any good out of this, I got to make it be something that transitions from the groundwork right to the smarty, a horseback, right to a steer. And the one thing I really want to, set up for myself is when we're roping it, instead of just standing here and, if we're trying to throw 30 loops and just standing here throwing loop after loop where we kind of get lazy with it, the one thing I want to do is I want to take my time every time. And if I'm roping it, I want to rope it like I'm roping a real steer. So I back up here every time and I kind of think my thought process through, going down the arena. And so when I'm doing it, what I'm doing is I'm actually thinking about what I'm wanting to do in the run on a live steer. And so if we're talking about roping a steer, and we're talking about jackpotting wise, right now starting off the year fresh, and for a lot of people, whether that's getting ready for the World Series finals or the US finals or anything else. But what I want to do is, say if I'm thinking about roping it on the third jump, is I want to start off back here and actually rope it with a purpose. So I get some swing on it, I come down, I think there's the corner, here's the first jump, second jump, third jump, and I'm really able to come down, and I want to leave that loop down there. And I really want to bring it down and all the way through the feet. And so for me, being able to think about that, instead of just standing up there throwing loops, I tell people all the time, if you got 10 minutes, don't try to get 50 loops in. Try to get you 10 or 15 really good ones, and make sure your coils are right every time. Make sure your loop is the proper size you're wanting to see. And like I said, think about the run. Going down the arena, head ropes on, there's the corner, first jump, second jump, third jump, and really being able to stay down with it and put that big, nice loop through. I think that helps people more than anybody knows. And if you're just standing still throwing loops, sometimes we get too lazy and we don't let the momentum help us the way we want to on a horseback. And when we're talking about this, I think the most important thing and the best thing that the pipes have came out with and have changed the way we actually do it is, at my height, it was hard for me, and I was always behind a sawhorse, and I roped it off the ground, but stepping in, because I felt like if I was swinging over the sawhorse's back and in the position I'm wanting to get the separation, that my tip would be too high. So for most people, this helps everybody a lot. And what I want is I want the front of my swing coming somewhere up in over here on the pipes, up about that far. So for me, I'm wanting to find that spot all the way where my swing's over it, because then I can come down no different than if I'm roping a live steer.